Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Danganronpa version 3. We're in for some more exciting trial, as we have deduced exactly how Miu was killed, but we do not know who the killer is. We're still in chapter 4, the trial, of course, and it's going quite well. I'm quite impressed with what they've done with the trial so far, since I don't know who the killer is. I have suspects, but they seem impossible. So I'm sitting here thinking, who could be the killer? And I'm thinking there might yet be another twist or information I haven't deduced yet, since I was able to piece together how she was killed really early on. But like the killer, I'm just completely at a loss. They're gonna get me on this one too, I think. Unless it's Kikichi. If it's Kikichi, I'm gonna be really surprised. But my current suspect, I think, is still Tsumugi. I don't know why she's the killer. I don't have a motive. But I think she has the most opportunity. But it seems really weird that she pointed out, like, Miu's location, which gave us evidence to point against her. Maybe there's very little involvement on the roof at all. I don't know. But my impression seems to be that Tsumugi may have been, like, one of the best people to be the killer. Alright. I'm bushed. Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all. And Monophanes? Period is late too. Isn't she a robotic bear? Wait, that's true. Father, why do you know Monophanes' cycle? She's a robotic bear. Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation. You are a bear, you do need a nap. Lack of hibernation? I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it? Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Maybe it's because you've lost 3 children? Is it because the graveyard shift pays better hourly wages? Does it? Didn't anywhere I worked that paid hourly. Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Because you want to stay friends? Wait, what? Monokuma seems to be thinking. Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Did Monokuma not have visibility of the murder? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. You're right. No. He just passed out like that? Damn, he's had a lot of... This is the second chapter he's just kind of fallen asleep for. Alright, resuming the class trial. Let's find out who the fuck killed Miu. Because I, at least, want to avenge one of my favorite characters in this game. My head. Monotaro, pull yourself together! I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me. I just can't. My head hurts so much I can't remember. If you've forgotten, maybe it's for the best. I mean, looking at that maniacal face, you know, she's got this cute half, but looking at her maniacal half, she's quite evil. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, a baby's excited to meet its daddy, you know? Wait, what? 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 Daddy? Wait. I'm gonna be a father? Yeah, I'd be just as surprised. I'm just as surprised, Monotaro. What the fuck? Back to the trial, please. What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that. Yeah. Monotaro has thrown up so many freaking death flags, it's a miracle he didn't die. But hey, we're expecting someone to die. If Danganronpa wants to subvert our expectations by not having someone die, as they've been killing off Mono Cubs every single chapter, the way to subvert it would be to put up a lot of death flags and then not have someone die, or to have Monofini die instead of Monotaro. Just saying. It's so obvious he's gonna die, it's possible someone else dies. More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left. Then again, I said the same thing about the other guys, and they literally had the 3 most obvious people die, so... We'll see. Let's continue the conversation where we left off. Thank you, Kaito. Back on track. We understand. We understand Miyu plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her. In order to find that out, we need to understand Miyu's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step. I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off. Yeah, Kokichi actually leading the conversation is kind of weird, but hey. He's playing up the idea that he wants to be our sidekick. And he's actually doing a better job than Kaito is, funnily enough. Let's see. Miyu manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan. Yep. Don't just ignore me and start anyway. But why? Why not ignore you? He's actually asking good questions. If she succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and the mansion. And then, wham! Murdered me on the roof with a hammer. She'd make the murder seem like it happened in the real world and pin it on Kaito. And as for Miyu's alibi in the real world, she could say she logged into the virtual world. She was logged into virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time. Yep, she'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion due to the fallen bridge. But that's not actually what happened. Oh, okay. So replaying the bridge scene. Whoops, my hand slipped, yep. She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then she secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. Yep. After she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Kaito was probably logged out around that time too. How did she know to log out Kaito? Well, she's planning on framing him, so... That's when I saw Miyu. And how did she die? Yeah, the problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed. On the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof was locked and he couldn't get through. Maybe that when culprit killed her? That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof. There's a chance. She might have also died from just being thrown. Well, I would have guessed she could have died from being thrown up, but they're going with her state in the real world reflecting how she died, so she probably got strangled. The culprit locked the door to the roof? I don't think Miyu did it. Yeah, why would she do that if the person she wanted to kill wasn't there? Yeah, if Miyu was gonna lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. I'm in agreement with Shuichi here. Doesn't make sense for Miyu to lock it. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew Kokichi would come up later and locking the door would be super suspicious, yeah. Because he'd know she's supposed to be on the roof. So if she survives, he's like, it's her because she was on the roof. And locked it. It's possible she didn't even think that far ahead. It seems like she premeditated the whole murder. Even before they stepped into the virtual world, there's no way she would... She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb. That's they such mean things. It's true, though. Killing game bad, not me. What's Miyu's motive for the murder, though? It's so weird. Miyu, not bad person. Gone to think we could have been friends if things different. That it might have been difficult, even without this killing game. I mean, I don't know what Miyu's motive for murder. It doesn't make sense. That wouldn't happen. No way. No way, Jose. Yeah, I'm with... What? I like how none of them think that Gonta and Miyu would have been friends in another life. Let's continue the discussion of if Miyu was killed on the rooftop of the mansion. The culprit must have moved her avatar to the chapel after killing her, right? That's what we're guessing the loud noise was, right? Next thing we should talk about is how they move the avatar. Okay, they throw the avatar onto the roof, it slides off the roof and hits the, slides off the roof, through the wall, and hits the church. Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. Okay, so the white spot on the top of the roof is the area you can walk on. The rest is slanted, and it's slanted towards the church. A body could roll and maybe hit the wall, or they could be thrown or something. I don't know how strong people are in the virtual world. Problem is the wall between them. Miyu's a non-person entity. She can phase through it freely. Only Miyu is able to go through it, while the culprit couldn't have. Saying the culprit sent Miyu's avatar through the wall? That's the only way, right? They need a lot of momentum to do that. Again. How did the culprit send Miyu's avatar through the wall? This shouldn't be a difficult question. It's not like they could have thrown her. Gonta not throw her. You know, you couldn't. Avatar's physical strength was equalized. Everyone's got the same strength. Gonta's not superhumanly strong. Physical strength equalized? Oh my god, Gonta's saying the exact same line that he said last time we mentioned that. The problem, Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens. Gonta, you haven't been protecting everyone in the first place anyway. I don't know if you've noticed, but several people are dead. Like half the class. Just keep up with us. We're already halfway through the trial. Oh, nice meta commentary, Himiko. We're in the second half of the class trial. I like how Himiko is aware that we've passed the intermission and thus the trial is more than half over. Maybe Monokuma actually puts on the show for the intermission in this, so they know when half their time is up. Not just that the trial's over, that they're out of time. Because Monokuma does declare time, right? He usually cuts in and is like, ah, it's enough, we're done. How did they send Miyu's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it? You know, the loud sound you heard? It might have something to do with that. The loud sound. What was that sound? So I'm visualizing. They put Miyu's body on the pallet. The pallet, so that it's like the pallet, you know, will go relatively straight. It's not a body, so they have some control of it. They put Miyu's body on the pallet, let go of the pallet. The pallet slides off the roof of the house and hits the chapel wall. What does that sound? You guys went to the side of the chapel, right, Keyboy? That's where you found dead Miyu, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related. There's no doubt in my mind. The noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what the sound could have been. I mean, I've already come to the conclusion. Let's see. It might not be the right one, but it seems like a logical. It seems like something that would work in game logic. Let's see. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. What was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. What were those two things? It could be Miyu hitting the wall. Seems pretty straightforward. Let's do this step by step. I think the sound came from Miyu's avatar hitting the chapel wall. Good job, Shuichi. I 100% agree with you. Looks like we're going with that path at least. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Miyu colliding with the wall. Makes sense. If that's the case, Miyu's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. Oh yeah, hella hard. We felt the impact all the way from inside the chapel. Yeah, it's gonna be... That's the real question. Miyu's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. How'd they do it? Why did it hit it with such force? Can you guys figure it out? Oh, I can figure it out. Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything? I think he already knows the answer to the question. He just wants us to figure it out for ourselves. Let's not worry about that for now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time. Friends? Us? Can we talk about that after we figure this problem out? A way of transporting Miyu's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel. Getting Miyu's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. One way I can think of to do that. Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a hint. I don't need a hint. I already got this, baby. What? Since the mansion was on top of the top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? See? They're even hinting this, right? Kokichi's literally delivering this to us. I'm surprised how much they're feeding us here, though, bit by bit. Like, they're really giving us. They're really trying to make sure we understand how this thing happened, rather than obfuscating the murder. There must be a trick, though. There must be a trick There might be a trick somewhere. We'll see. Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there's snow on the roof. Yeah, Kokichi's really trying to make sure we understand this. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it. I mean, how can anyone not know immediately? It seems so obvious, right? Kokichi is talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Miyu hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm gonna find the answer. What minigame are we doing? Hangman's Cabinet. S. S. What is S? Slid. I need I. Off roof? It's probably off roof, right? O, F. Oh, that wasn't an F, my bad. I couldn't tell what it was. I think that's an O. O, F. It was taking a second. I was thinking, what is it gonna be? It's like, I wanted to do slide, but it wasn't there. There was only 4 letters, so I was like, can I do slid? I'm glad it was only one question to get to the solution and not like 20 questions. The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Miyu's avatar. Slide. Even with the slope of the snow, Miyu's body wouldn't have slid. No, it would slide. Avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. I doubt it would have had that much momentum. No, it would slide. It wouldn't slide, just like Makiro said. It would slide, like Shumai said. Wait, I'm Shumai now? The hell is Shumai? He's a pupil of Ramen Man. My coffee slipped in. I'm positive that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but the culprit used something else? Come on, think. Is it gonna be a non-stop? Yep. Let's see if the pallet, bottle of poison, toilet paper, signboard used as a bridge, hammer, lattice near the chapel. The avatar slid off the roof. Would it slide off that quickly? It would. It made so much noise. It must have been built up a lot of speed. Yep. Lots of snow piled up on the roof, but not frozen solid. It would still slide. In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, that's not the issue. Sliding on snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction. No! No! Fuck! The second noise got me. Alright. The second noise got me. I like how it goes green when we're slow-moing. I like how it goes green when he's slow-mo instead of just slowing down. It's kind of cool. Wait, if we hit these? No, nothing happens. Okay. Nope, not that one. Doesn't matter if it's frozen. It's snow. You can... In the real world, it'll be difficult. We're in the virtual world. That doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm with Kikichi. Come on. Come on, Kikichi's got this so far. He's either leading us really well, or he's... No, let me fire the... Fuck, game! I tried to shoot it and it wouldn't shoot. God damn it. We're going this again. Wait, fast forward. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Alright. Virtual world's irrelevant. Where's the whoosh, 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 whoosh? Nope. There we go. That was a bit annoying, but we got it. At least without any errors, right? Errors will cost us points. Getting it right is fine. Getting it right and missing it a couple times is fine, as long as you don't run out of time. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body, the pallet. Remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? I'm gonna call that a pallet. I don't know why it's called lattice. Translation. We'll call it translator error. The culprit later on top of that and used it as a sled on the roof. Yep, see? I knew the pallet was missing. I did notice the pallet in storage when I first looked. They call it a lattice. A lattice. It's like, is that the British way of saying pallet? I don't know. During the investigation, I saw it was gone. The lattice was found next to the chapel. That's the one that disappeared from the roof? Yep, absolutely, Kaito. That's it then. The culprit used the lattice as a sled. Ding ding, that's correct. Ding, ding, ding. Absolutely, thank you. We're on the same track. It was a couple questions though. After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed their corpse on a sled. And they slid her down the roof's steep slope. The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel. The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and the cell phone. It all lines up. Just like that hedgehog who loses all its rings whenever he crashes into stuff. I don't know who that could be. Definitely not a blue hedgehog. I hate that guy and his worldwide fame. It's stupid games and I hate that hedgehog! Okay, Eggman. Okay. Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again. You shouldn't be so hateful. Wait, what? You should be an example to our entire family. Father, or should I call you grandfather now? So yeah, blue hedgehog loses their rings whenever they bump into walls. That's Knuckles. That's Knuckles. In case you're wondering. Clearly Knuckles. So, now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. It's clearly Knuckles, and not anyone else. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is? Oh, I know who the culprit is. Do I know who the culprit is? Yeah, we still need the culprit, huh? Yeah, we got so much info, and no culprit. Gonta can't believe one of us killed me. Since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. The culprit must be someone who is investigating the mansion. Aside from Miu, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river, making everyone at the chapel innocent. So the suspects are Kaito, Tsumugi, Shuichi, and Gonta. It doesn't make a lot of sense. That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list. You got me. That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Tsumugi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. We have a decent alibi. We don't know enough to name the culprit, but one is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. What reason would they have to lie? I'll need to press them for information before making judgments. Alright. So who are we asking about first? I'm gonna talk to Tsumugi. Tsumugi, did you lie about something on the roof? I didn't have any reason to lie about the roof. Oh, it's actually a question. Wait. Then it'd be Kokichi, right? No one else has said anything. It's Kokichi then. I thought we were just questioning people. I didn't realize we were looking at someone. We were looking for someone lying about the roof. I thought we were just picking who to interrogate. My bad. Kokichi, there's something I need to know. What do you need to know? Why did you just lie? Which lie? I lie a lot. You need to jog my memory a little bit. Alright, I'll expose your lie right now. I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. It began when Miu showed us this map. How would he say he's never been to the roof, not even for the meeting, if he went there and found the door locked? That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof. It was that testimony that bothered me. The testimony does bother me. I just don't know why it'd be Kokichi, because he's so suspicious all the time. Mind mine. Alright. What's the question? What did Kokichi lie about? The locked door? This one's probably pretty suspicious. Anything else? It all began when Miyu showed us the map. I mean, I'm taking this one. I'm taking this one for sure. The other two are clear. The left one seems true. The top one seems true. Has to be this one. You explained the door to the roof was locked. How would you know it was locked if you never went to the roof? I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting, but I knew it was locked somehow because I couldn't go to the meeting. Why'd you lie about that? Kokichi seems so suspicious. It's hard to believe he's the killer. Why I want it to be like Tsumugi or something. But then they don't make sense either. Since the mansion was on top of the hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the slope was at a pretty steep slope. I mean, is Kokichi the killer? That seems like the most obvious thing. It just seems so suspicious, because, like, he's always suspicious. It's like, is he really the killer? He's so suspicious all the time. The slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was the snow on the roof. I mean, I was first thinking that Kokichi was the killer here, but I'm, like, dismissing it because he's always suspicious. Is there going to be a twist here? That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you'd never been to the roof. Now that I mentioned, how did you know all this stuff? Here comes. You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself. Alright, so you got an explanation for this, Kokichi? You always look so suspicious, so I don't want to assume you're the killer, but this sounds... What? What's this about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop? So is he lying about that? I was gonna say, Tsumugi doesn't make a lot of sense because she gave herself away. But Kokichi is also making himself look really suspicious, so... This whole time, so is he really the killer? I already told you. He's the killer. If he was... Okay, if he had immediately been like, oh yeah, I did this. Okay, he's the killer. That's... you know what, that's not a bad change pace, because I was dismissing him because he's always suspicious, like Nagito. If he's actually the killer, okay. Okay. Good play, good play. I knew they'd get me somehow. I knew he had to be in the list. I mean, I even called out Kokichi or Tsumugi as the killer and said Tsumugi didn't make sense, so... Alright. One of them is lying. I said one of them was lying, but it didn't make sense for Tsumugi to lie, so I think this sort of falls in line with that. Okay. Why look you so nervous? Is this a sincere reaction? Oh no. Oh no, he's on the defensive and he's nervous. He's dead. Wait, I remember. There's no evidence. I remember now. That thing Himiko said. Me? At the start of the handrail. At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of brick. Clumsy girl. Be more careful, Himiko. Is it my fault? Himiko really say that? She totally said that. I believe he's deflecting as hard as humanly possible now. He's like, oh. She didn't. She did. She did not. You did too. Tell me how. Who the fuck knows that, Kaito? Tell me when. Tell me how long ago in hours, minutes, and seconds. Wow, fuck you, Kaito. That's impossible. Nobody does that. What a worthless fight. stop them! This fighting's bad for the baby! You're a robot, you can't get pregnant. Your grandfather, stop them before your grandkid's born. I'm not apologizing. Himiko said it. Okay, Kokichi. Okay, Kokichi. So damn stubborn. How much longer are you gonna behave like this? We don't have time for this. Appoint Maki godmother. She wanted to be ultimate child caretaker, right? Kokichi's stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. If he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. Get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be a little more aggressive. If we don't get the truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. Alright. Spit it up, baby. Non-stop debate. Okay. Kokichi in the salon? I didn't go up to the roof. Okay. I've had enough of your lies, man. Dude, I'm not lying. The rooftop was locked. So what did Kokichi do? I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, Kokichi in the salon. Liar. Burn in hell, you know. You're lying, I'll set your pants on fire. It's fine. Because I'm not lying? Monokumophile. Why do you look so nervous? The poison is not Kokichi's, so that's fine. Kokichi's lying, but he throws light. Do you have to like fire with fire? Oh, we're fighting fire with fire, we're lying. Do we take the first one and turn it into a lie? And stay in the salon the whole time, you know? Why do you look so nervous? We have to lie? Fight fire with fire is lying, but what do we lie about? Maybe his own evidence? I've had enough of your lies, man. I turned back at once. That stupid red text didn't disappear when I shot it once, and it wouldn't let me shoot in slow-mo. Actually, that's the main issue. I can't shoot in slow-mo. Alright. You can't shoot left mouse in slow-mo. Okay. Try this again. We shoot that. We're gonna lie, because it said shoot fight fire with fire. Time to break it. Perjury time. Kokichi, you're lying, right? You did something else. Lying about what? Before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there. Really? Obvious lie is obvious. I waited for a while. You never showed up. What's this about, Kokichi? We're lying our pants off and hoping everyone in the class falls for it. That's what we're doing. Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked? I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi? It's only some mild perjury. So who are you guys gonna believe, Shuichi or me? Of course, I'm gonna believe Shuichi. I believe Shuichi 100%. Oh dear. The one who's not Keiichi. 100 house points! No, Himiko points to Shuichi! But to go past the salon, Shuichi would need to pass me in the dining room. I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there. I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff. Tsumugi agrees with me, even though she was literally in the room that I would have had to go through. I like how much faith everyone has in us. Sorry, but Gonta believes Shuichi too. You know, given that the previous statement of Himiko saying that the thing was made of brick relies using the log, it's possible they removed the log from this game, so like you can't scroll up in this game. Check the log, so that we couldn't verify that and know for a fact, right? They might have actually removed the log specifically for this scene, or a couple other scenes that involve lies a scene before, lies in like a few minutes before. I wonder if that's true. Either that or I just don't know where the log is, because like there's only map, bullets, present, report card, school rules, and system. There's no actual log here. Gone to believe Shuichi too. I want at least Gon to believe me. Gonta's the most gullible person, and even he doesn't believe you. What goes around comes around. Or what he says, what comes around goes around, I guess. That's what happens to liars like you. Why do you guys hate lies that much? People lie to themselves all the time, but lots of people dislike liars. There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies. They're lies to be kind to people. Yeah, but you don't use any of the white lies or the lies to be kind to people. You just outright lie to people to fuck with them. If you deny all that just because it's a lie. That means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst. Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you? Isn't that where he met up with me? He didn't just meet her there, he probably killed. Okay, fine. I'll tell if you want to notice that badly. Consider this my revenge. Revenge? You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I'm not gonna let you do any detective work or deduction. No mystery solving, no nothing. Huh? So I'll confess everything. You better listen carefully. Confess? Confess? He's not the killer. He met with her and there's something else going on. There's gotta be a twist. Let's see. Is there a twist? A confession? Let's see. I came up with a plan after Miyu asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly too, so I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. Okay. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. Okay. And that's also why I worked together with Monokuma. Okay, in what way did you work with Monokuma? I guess the jig's up. Yeah, everything he said's true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator. Yeah, we know Kokichi had him do that. But it made him so suspicious at the start of the chapter. It was like there's no way he's the killer because he's doing such obvious bullshit. Added a motive? The secret of the outside world is the motive, right? Monokuma can't take sides. He's not taking sides, he's providing a motive because they asked for one. I didn't help him with anything. I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, it doesn't violate the rules. Bullshit, no matter how you look at it, you guys are working together. Yep. Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession. I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight. I told you, I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery solving fun. Okay, keep talking, Koichi. If I can't win this game, I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Oh, then the culprit's Gonta. What? What did you... Wait, when did Gonta kill Miyu? That's a lie, he's lying. Wait, why? Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Yeah, but why is Gonta the killer? We don't have any evidence. Did he panic and smash her? That doesn't make sense. Do you expect us to believe such an obvious lie? There's no way Gonta can commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart. He's not smart. Ooh, what? He's interrupting. Gonta's a dumbass, though. What? The truth is, Gonta and I worked together, and we formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters! What Busters? We must end this killing game. We must win this killing game to end the killing game. Okay. What do you mean we? I came up with the murder plan and Gonta carried it out. Gonta what? Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said? Gonta has no idea what he's talking about. Quit lying, tell us the truth. Gonta's telling the truth. He's not someone who lies all the time like you. No matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he'd ever team up with... He has teamed up with Kokichi. I doubt he'd ever team up with Kokichi, except for that time when he did. Not after the insect meet and greet incident. It's obvious what he's trying to do. It's any... Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world. So Kishi is trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crimes. Yep, I see that. But it's so transparent. Why? You're a terrible person. How dare you use Gonta like that? Sorry, I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog the glory, so I told everyone the truth. Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work. Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry my commands? I don't think Gonta trusts you after the insect incident. He seems to really dislike you. He could have been putting on an act for the last 2 chapters, though. Maybe. Doesn't matter if it's possible or not. I say it's just impossible. Okay, Kaito, that's not a good answer. It does matter, though. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking, right, Shuichi? Now there's some emotion here. What? I don't get what you mean. Gonta not understand what's going on, but still. Yeah. Gonta not kill me, you. Gonta really not know anything. I mean, Gonta doesn't even seem to be consciously aware of the rules of the virtual world, and he's consistently shown to be a dumbass and doesn't seem to remember that he's even reacted twice. He's reacted twice the same way, by the way. When told that people have the same strength in the virtual world, both times he's been like, "Oh my god, I can't protect everyone if I'm weak." But he doesn't seem to have been aware of the limitations of his strength in the virtual world. So, I don't think it would have made sense if he did the killing. Is there another way to approach this? Yeah, let's see. Gonta not tell lies. Gonta not make trouble for others. That's not how gentlemen act. Gonta not call. That's why Gonta not call. Gonta's not lying. You can tell. I can tell by looking at him. I used my magic to check. Gonta's not lying. I don't know where Gonta was during this whole time, but like half of it, I don't know. Gonta doesn't seem like. Let me ask you guys, if not Gonta, who's the culprit? Kaito, probably. Or not Kaito, Kokichi. What's the proof? Come on, guys. There's already proof I couldn't have killed Miu. It's the rules, right? So the rules say that he can't touch her, so if he touches her body... So here's what he's gonna say. He can't be the killer, because if he touches her body... he gets paralyzed instantly, and there's no way to turn it off. But I don't understand how he how he would have gotten Gonta to kill her, which is why it's so weird, right? Like, I don't understand how Kokichi could have done all this, because in order to, he would have wouldn't have been able to load her onto the fucking pallet, because he'd be paralyzed if he touched her. It's so weird. Like, is there a technicality where if you're touching her clothing or she's wrapped up in indestructible toilet paper, that she wouldn't get pulled off? Like, I don't know what the rule would be. He could get Gonta. I don't think he got Gonta to do it. It doesn't make sense, though. There's already proof. It's the rules. He's going to use the rules as proof, but I don't know what happens here. Did you forget already? Let me make it clear. Again. What? I can't be the culprit. I mean, bring this up. I'm okay. I'm curious to see where this goes. Because this was my rationale for him being capable of being the killer. If I'm not the culprit. The clue is how Miu was killed. Miu got strangled to death, right? Toilet paper was the murder weapon. Miu would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? It would have been impossible for someone to speak with me. That's not relevant. Are you talking about the strength of your avatar? And it wouldn't matter if you strangled them from behind. In which case, even if she did resist, most she could have done is merely touch the culprit. Exactly, she couldn't touch it. Okay, so we're gonna shoot down the strangling part because he can't strangle her, right? He can't strangle her from nearby. Yeah, so this is my rationale for Koichi not being the killer, was that the settings on the avatar stop him from being the killer, so I have no clue who the killer is. Yeah, it's not possible for Koichi to strangle Miyu unless, like, I was thinking, so like in my head, I'm thinking, I don't know how he did it, and I'm hoping he tells us, but like a noose around her neck from 10 feet away doesn't involve physically contacting her, and it's indestructible, so she's just dead. Because she can't cut it if he, like, ties it up. If he, like, ties it somewhere, catches her, and strangles her, there's, like, literally nothing she can do. As long as he keeps the noose tight, she just eventually suffocates. As long as he keeps pulling on it. It'd be messy, but he could do it without touching her. But I don't know if he knows about the settings. So, we'll see. Yeah, so Suichi's gonna say it's not possible to strangle her, and I'm gonna be back to, like, I don't know how Gonta's the killer, because it doesn't make sense. We have no evidence for Gonta being the killer. And then we're back to, like, it's weird. Alright, let's see. So here's the twist. The suspicion gets thrown onto Kokichi. Now here's the twist, if we're getting a twist. Alright, why wasn't it possible? Well, you're gonna see, Kaito. You're gonna see. Miyu modified my avatar. If she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. Yep. If Miyu touched me, I'd be unable to move. Huh? So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. Yeah, you can't do this close-up strangle, because all she has to do is touch you and you're paralyzed. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me. So is it gonna be Gonta then? Because he said it wasn't thrown? But I mean, Gonta was under when Gonta was being accused of being the killer briefly when they were discussing how the body was got from the roof of the church. Gonta rejected that, but like, I don't know if that makes sense. Because Gonta should have been aware that she had similar strength to him if he was involved in a struggle with her. It doesn't make sense. We'll see, I guess. Look, you guys were using the toilet paper. You wouldn't need to touch her directly, but you would need to touch her to move the body, which would be very difficult to do. You would need to touch her to move the body, but I don't know if the avatar settings interact with the body. You can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck. It would be impossible. Yeah, so now we're back to Tsumugi and Gonta, which is like a really hard pick, because... And this means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me. Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation, like... No, that's definitely how she died. There's no doubt Miyu was strangled. We discussed this. Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you want about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed me is Gonta Gokuhara. This is the truth you all adore so much. But how is it the truth? How did Gonta achieve this? Gonta not kill me. You gotta believe Gonta. Gonta never hurt anyone. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. Sort of. He's sort of does. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs. I believe Gonta. I'm not gonna listen to Kakichi's lies. Yeah, but how does he do it? You have to, like, get a more comprehensive... Of course, who believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit. There's no point talking about it. There is a point in talking about it. We need to figure out how he actually did things. I don't know about that, yeah. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions. Right, Shuichi? You think so too, right? I don't know about that, Kaito. I don't know about that, Kaito. I'm more curious in like how it could have been Gonta. I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, leave no stone unturned. I know we can't solve this case with belief alone. Yeah, we have to solve it with proof. Come on. Something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something is off. There is more we could know, but I feel like we've covered most things. We can't go back and forth like this. We need to discuss. Yep. You want to suspect Gonta? The best way to prove Gonta's innocence is just suspect him and then find some easy evidence. Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me. No, I'm trying to... Kokichi's twisting the words, but he's thinking... I think the rationale is like, okay, if you want to accuse Gonta, we'll see if the evidence points to Gonta by reevaluating things so that everyone can be positive they're making the right choice if they're gonna die. Oh, the irony. He thinks the Kaito Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now Shuichi's intuition as a detective made him suspicious of others. I mean, it's not necessarily suspicious, it's just that you have to prove that like other people aren't the killer because you're going to execute this person 5 minutes after the trial. Like, you need to be 150% certain. More certain than you're going to be in an actual trial with real police officers, because, you know, even for like those trials, at least like if in like say the US, where they do have the death penalty in some states, like you spend like 20 years on death row. Like the cops are like, oh, the trial's over. Oh no, you have like 2 appeals. You have like multiple appeals before you die. They have to get literally everything done because they're terrified they're going to execute the wrong person. So like they don't just axe people the day after the trial. You're like, oh, you're guilty. Axe time. It's usually like there's a lot of appeals. That's why it's like so expensive to execute people. Because you have to feed them in jail for 20+ years, and then eventually you kill them, and actually killing them costs like a few $1,000s too. That's why murder is more expensive than rehabilitation generally. Because in theory, you can let them out of prison, and at least you don't have to pay for all the extra appeals that that death row inmates get. All right. Extra appeals and other judicial stuff. Anyway, can't be helped. It's what a detective does. True. Just suspect everyone. It's not a Keiji. I'm trying to make sure everyone survives. Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please believe Gonta. We may as well discuss it. Thanks, Kibo. As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision. Thanks, Kibo. Your heartless robot soul finally coming in handy. Guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's trying to split us. Kokichi, open your eyes. Or Shuichi, open your eyes. But... What's that? Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. It's a time for our favorite game mode, the more phenomenal Trial Grounds. Thank you, Monokuma. Doing that again? It would seem like that's the case, Maki. We're gonna be doing that one thing again. Shuichi, why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you? Kaito. Sorry, Kaito. We gotta be thorough. Of course, I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think he killed anyone. But it's the ultimate detective. No, I can't run away from the truth. I gotta face my fears. I gotta prove this guy's not the killer. Because I can't just kill people willy-nilly like this. I need to find the truth. Alright. Let's see what the subject is. Split opinion time. Everyone's favorite animation. I wonder if I can skip this animation. Escape, left, and right mouse didn't do anything. We'll just leave it and let it play out. I appreciate that they at least update it every time someone dies. Even if it's just replacing a model with their body. Alright, it's impossible, it's possible. Let's go. Are you saying Gonta's the culprit? That's culprit. Gonta's a sweetheart, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Could Gonta have even made it? The entrance is all that separates the rooftop from the expansion. There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall. Oh fuck, those two left. None of us were in charge of the entrance hall. It's a lie, Kiichi is the one who murdered it. Gonta not kill me, honest. I only got two of those. Are you saying Gonta's the culprit? We aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to face the truth, even if we don't want to. Yep, I'm saying he might be the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out. Yep. He wouldn't hurt a fly. He wouldn't hurt a fly. You realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too, right? Yep, rooftop time. Okay. There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall. Confessed he was working with Monokuma. Kakishi's the one who killed Miyu. It's impossible. Kakishi's avatar had special settings. Gonta not kill Miyu, honest? The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Miyu. There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall. Face the truth, guys. Culprit time. Hey, sweetheart. Culprit, or sweetheart. Rooftop's up next. Witnesses at the entrance hall? None of us were in charge of the entrance hall. How did we not get that the first time? He confessed he was working with Monokuma, that's irrelevant. I cooperated, but only on a temporary basis, and it's irrelevant if he cooperates with it or not. Kokichi, here we go. Gonta could have killed her. We don't have any proof for or against Gonta, because we haven't talked about Gonta's movements at all. Oh shit. I'm gonna do this slowly and try to get it. Fuck, I already missed it. Their arguments. We actually have to mash harder? Really? Okay. We can't just... How do we do this? It's been annoying. There's actually an achievement, I think, for getting those perfectly. That's insanely hard to do, though. I don't know how many times you have to press it before it swaps. In my opinion, as long as it's possible Gonta's the culprit, we have to discuss it. That's fair. You're killing someone, come on. You're gonna believe Kakishi over Gonta? No, he's taking the route that will lead to truth over his own assumptions. It's not it. I just want the truth. If we're gonna survive, I have to find the truth. Yep. Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culpable. Gonta really not culprit.
やはりうちにはゴンタが嘘をついているようには思えんぞ。
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
でも前にも言ったよ。
Didn't I tell you already?
嘘つきをあぶり出すには精神的に追い詰めないとダメだって。
If you're planning on exposing a liar, you have to corner them psychologically.
そうしてこそ初めて嘘のベールに隠された本性が姿を見せるんだ。
Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar hiding beneath a layer of deceit.
だから俺は心を鬼にしてゴンタを責めるんだ。
That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this. Kokichi, there's no doubt in my mind he's 100% lying about that line.
分かったらゴンタもちゃんとやれよ。
Gonta, if you understand, do it right and make logical arguments for the truth. Logical arguments?
頭を使ってちゃんと反論しろってことだよ。
Use your head to make arguments.
頭を使ってって言われても。
Head? You're an entomologist. Surely you should
だ
know
からお前
something.
が犯人じゃないならその根拠なり理由を論理的に話せって言ってるんだよ。
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, prove you aren't.
だけど
Gonta really not
ゴン
know.
タは本当に何もわからなくて。
わからないって
I'm
のは
sick of you saying you don't know.
どうしてお前はそんなにバカなんだ。
God, why are you so freaking dumb?
ゴンタはただみんなを助けたいだけなんだ。
Gonta just want to help everyone like a true gentleman.
することだから。
何が本物の紳士だ。お前は本物のバカだよ。
You're a true gentleman, more like a true nincompoop.
待てい。
That's
そ
just
んなのは
bullying.
ただのいじめじゃ。
Himiko, my tether. Bullying?
それは
So
どう
what?
したの？これって
That's
元
what
か
you
ら
do
そ
in
う
this
いう
game,
ゲームだ
right?
よね。
Right?
今まで寄ってたかって人を追い詰めてたくせに急に善人面するの？
Because you look like the most suspicious person on the planet and all the evidence points to you, Kokichi, you dumb shit. You blame me and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people.
いや、うちは
I never
寄っ
ganged
て
up.
たかってなど。
ゴンタさっさと反論しろよ。
Gonta, argue back already. Make an excuse. Whatever.
もうやめろ。
That's enough.
あ？
Stop what? Oh, you mean stop the game?
ねえ、それがどういう意味か。
You even know what you're
モ
saying?
トちゃんにはわからないわけじゃないよね。
I know. What about it? Look at this guy.
それが何だっつんだ。
I swear, if we have a second person go Super Saiyan in this series, that would be. I was gonna say it'd be really funny. I think it'd just be amusing. We've already had someone go Super Saiyan. I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level. Alright, Kaito.
へえ、
You'd rather
そん
die?
なこと言っちゃうんだ。
That's a low blow right there.
だったら勝手にどっかで死んでればいいだろう。
Die in a hole for all I care. We want to live. Stop getting in our fucking way.
いい加減にしなよ。
You don't shut your mouth. I'll shut it for you
あんた
permanently.
が死ぬことにな
She
る。
doesn't have to kill you. She can just sew your mouth shut, right?
ダメです、春川さん。
Okay, please
落
calm
ち着いて
down.
ください。
Hmm.
ごめん。こんな雰囲気になって。
Sorry, it's Gonta's fault. Everyone's
全
so
部ゴンタ
upset.
のせいだよね。でも本当なんだよ。
Gonta telling truth.
ゴンタは
Gonta
本当
really
に
not
犯人じゃない
culprit.
んだよ。だってゴンタは何も知らないん
Gonta
だ。
not know anything
本当
really.
に何もわからないんだよ。
だからいい加減にしろって。お前はさっきからずっとそればっかりじゃないか。
Cut it already. It's what you've been saying this whole damn time.
いい加減にするのはあなたの
The
方
one
だ
that
よ
needs。to cut it out. Dude, here, Gonta has, like, provided no useful information at all whatsoever. Wait, what did Kokichi say? All you've been saying this whole time, that's true about Gonta. This whole time, Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta didn't understand either. Miu liked this when Gonta wake up. Gonta was sleeping too, had strange dream, not understand anything. Gonta, what was your strange dream? Ask Gonta what his strange dream was. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. So, here's one thing that hasn't been discussed yet. The two cables. What if Gonta's consciousness... What if Kokichi and Gonta only had the right cables, or the Gonta screwed up and put the wrong cables in? That could lead to a murder, or facilitate a murder in the real world. like, Kokichi sends his memories in and his presence in the real world is still there. I don't know, that might work. Let's see, Gonta no... I want to ask Gonta about his weird dream, but it feels like his weird dream could easily just be his time in the simulator. Why happened? Why Miyu killed? Gonta not understand anything. Gonta not understand. Gonta, what was your dream? Does Gonta have no idea what he's talking about? Gonta, what was your weird dream? When exactly did he start using that defense? Right at the start of the trip. After logging out of the virtual world, right? He used that defense when he logged out of the virtual world, as he didn't know jack shit. It was after he logged out. After there was a murder. That means what? Ask Gonta about his strange dream. Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world? Accident? The accident that hurt Gonta, that was... The Avatar error, right? Someone got hurt. Someone got hurt. I'm thinking it's that one. So we haven't brought up the error, which is possibly a miscabling. When we logged into the virtual world, an Avatar user error occurred. Yep, thanks Monotaru. I remember this, as I'm thinking the cables might have caused some problems, and we haven't brought those up. Those were clearly introduced as a plot device, because Miyu's like, put these in, make sure it's left, and then right. Don't fuck it up, because horrible things could happen. An error. The contents of the error are unknown. I can't provide any details, but something strange definitely happened for just someone's avatar when you logged in. Avatar user error? Since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right? You need to ask him what his fucking dreams contents were, holy shit. That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error. What do you mean? That error is what's affecting Gonta. It's making him forgetful and loopy. What was the error? What could it have been? Easy answer. It's gonna be cables. W-R-O... Oh. M-I? Let's see. S-S-E... Mess? Is there an S? Mer... L is wrong. I don't know what the next letter is. Memory cable? Memory? It's gonna be memory, right? Oh. Oh, that wasn't an R, my bad. R, it's Y is next. We have 4 minutes, let's calm down. Cable, right? No. Memory is something. Memory loss? There's an L here. L-O. Is there a T? Is there a T? It could be memory loss. It could be 2 S's. I don't see a T. I'm going with S for memory loss. I believe it's possible Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world. He doesn't remember. You started saying, I don't know anything after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
ああ、そのせいでプログラム世界で
That's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual
何も
world.
覚えてないんだね。自分がイルマちゃんを殺した
Not even killing me. What?
ふざけん
It's
な
ridiculous. Stop screwing around.
そうだよ
It's
そん
absolutely
なの絶対
ridiculous.
におかしいって
何が記憶がねえだ単にこい
What
つ
do you
が
mean he doesn't
混
remember?
乱
He's
してた
just
だけだろ
confused. Gonta, what was your strange dream? Ask the fucking question.
ゴンタ君はコンピューターが苦手だって言ってたしきっとそのせいなんだよ
Gonta said he was bad at computers, remember? That's irrelevant. This is a VR simulation. It's full dive.
あってもなくてもゴンタは誰かを傷つけたりしないよ
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone.
ゴンタは犯人じゃない
Gonta's definitely not the culprit. No way, Gonta. It's gonna be a multi? Mass panic debate. Okay.
ゴンタは誰かを傷つけたりしない
覚えてないのは
Gonta keep everyone safe. He's bad with computers. Doesn't remember a thing.
ゴンタ君が仲間を殺すはずない
Gonta would never kill a friend. Is he confused? There was a glitch.
みんなを守りたい
Protect friends.
守りたいなら嘘つくなよ
He's flipped out before. Your lies are protecting you, and we're all okay. Gonta not lying.
なんて起きてねえって
There was a glitch. Last bullet? It sounds crazy, but it's hard to believe if this is the truth.
誰かを傷つ
プログラム世界で
Hmm.
何も覚えてねえだ
助けないから
混乱しているだけでゴンタ君が仲間を殺すはずない
Avatar settings. Muse avatar.
みんなを守りたいんだ
Motor Kilo file 4.
嘘つくなよ
I'm thinking the last one. The Kaito one. No, 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 no. There we go. Got it. V shot. There was no glitch. There was a problem. We don't know what happens if you screw up the cables. The cables have to show up as a plot device at some point.
ゴンタ君のアバターだけにエラーが出たのには理由があるんだ。
Caused the error that affected Gonta's avatar
プログラム世界にログイン
is
す
the
るため
two cords on the
頭
helmet
に
used
被
to
る
log
装
in.
置あれに接続する2本のコードのせいだよ。
It has to be. It was brought up, therefore it has to be referenced, right? It's like the classic thing of a mystery, right? You don't bring up evidence that's not relevant, or you don't introduce concepts that are never used in the story. That's what you don't do, right? With the red consciousness cord on the right, the blue memory cord in the left. Why was that even an option to screw it up? What happens if you switch the cords? Don't know. Never got that far. Never done that before. Probably gets glitchy or some shit. Why would she even make that an option?
接続するコードを間違えて
I think Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the
エラーが
error.
起こったんじゃないかな。
意識と記憶のコードを間違えたなら記憶に関するエラーが起きてもおかしくないね
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, there'd be an error with memory.
例えばアバターの時に得た記憶を現実世界に引き継げなくなるエラーとかさ
Like an error that wouldn't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world.
なんだと
ゴンタ君どうですか
Is it possible you improperly connected the cords? I think anyone in this situation, or anyone in general, would be willing to admit they might have screwed up plugging in the right cable.
急に
Or
言
at
われ
least
てもすぐには思い
Would
出せないけ
seriously
ど
consider, like, have you ever, like, plugged something in and been like, did I plug that in? Or, like, left a room and been like, did I turn off the fucking stove? Or did I, like, lock my door? That's, like, the worst thing for me, I swear to God. Like, every time I leave my house, I'm like, did I lock my door? Did I lock my door? And that's, like, a simple thing that you always do. How's Gonta supposed to remember that? Who knows? Alright, Gonta.
間違えるはず
Couldn't
が
have
ない
messed it up. I said it over and over.
何度も注意を促したはずじゃ右はお箸を持つ方の手じゃとな
Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
あゴンタお箸だけはこっちの手で持つんだけど
But Gonta hold his chopsticks with this hand. Ooh, Gonta's left-handed.
そっちは左手じゃ
That's your left hand. That's why you don't do that, Himiko. That's why you don't do that, Himiko. You use references to the side of the road you drive on, not the hand you hold your chopsticks in. And Japan drives on the wrong side of the road, but that's a different story. What? What? Looks like it's decided.
これで決まりみたいだね。
決まりって
What's decided?
何が？
Is it over? Is it over for Gonta?
ゴンタ君、違うよね。プログラム世界のことを覚えてないわけないよね。
He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
覚えてない。
Gonta not remember.
そもそも
Gonta didn't even go to this
プログラ
virtual
ム世界
world.
ってところには行ってないよ。
What?
ゴンタ
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on.
すぐに寝ちゃったんだ。しばらくして起きたらイルマさんが死んでて何が起きたかさっぱりわからなくて。
When Gonta wake up, you're dead. Gonta don't know what happened.
それで困ってたんだよ。
Gonta
みんなが
worried.
話
Gonta
してる
don't
ことも
understand what
よく
everyone's
わから
talking
ない
about.
し。
Can't we?
でも理解しようと頑張ったんだよ。
Gonta
みん
tries
なの
best to
話から
understand.
いろいろ想像して。
Gonta imagine real hard.
ゴンタ、もういいよ。
Enough, Gonta. We already
今
know.
のでは
わかったって。
No.
何が？
俺と組んでイルマちゃんを殺した事実をお前がすっかり忘れてるってことだよ。
We know you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing me.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Wait, that's lying. Gonta not kill me.
嘘だよ。だってどうしてゴンタがそんなことするの？
Why would Gonta do that?
ああ、嘘に決まってる。
It's a lie. I'll never accept this. Alright, Kaito.
大体ゴンタがいる。
Gonta's got no motive to kill me.
どこにもねえじゃねえか。
殺人計画を立てた俺の証言があるけどね。
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
それが
I'm saying I don't believe you. I don't know if I believe him either. This is an interesting one.
君の
Fukishi,
話
if
が
you're,
本当だ
what
と
you're
す
saying
る
is
と
true, why'd you plan
ど
it
う
this
して
way?
君はそんな計画を立てたんだ？自分は殺人の計画を立てるだけで実行犯を他の人にやらせるなんてさ。
You want to plan the murder yourself and have someone else carry it out?
黒って実行犯だけじゃなくてその計画を立てた人も含ま
Is
れ
the
る。
person who planned it also included as a black into the perpetrator?
いいえ、黒になるのは殺人を犯した実行犯のみです。
Ooh, a change from the first game. Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened. If you plan murders and give people plans on how to murder people, it doesn't count as murder. Interesting.
だったら殺人の
There's no incentive to just plan the murder.
メリットなんてないはずです。
それに優しいゴンタ君がそんな計画に
Gonta's
乗
a
った
gentle
のは
soul.
ど
Why
う
would
し
he
て？
agree to this?
待てよ。ま
That
だ
hasn't
そう
been
決まったわ
decided
けじゃねえだろ。
まあ動機の話なんてどうだっていいじゃん。それより犯人を決めちゃおう
Who
よ。
cares about motive? Let's vote for the culprit. That's a little bit eager. I care about motive. Yeah,
いいよ。
I don't care. The culprit's more important than this trial.
犯人は誰だってことだけなんだよ。
Yeah, it is a whodunit, but you still want motive so that you can know beyond the shadow of a
だ
doubt
から
that you
動
would
機の話
be
なん
the
てどう
killer.
だっていいんだよ。
Talking about motive's
どう
meaningless.
せ謎解きの補足でしかないんだからさ。
It's not necessary for this specific case.
てめえが何と言おうと、俺はもうてめえの口車には乗らねえからな。
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies. Alright,
でも
Kaito.
ゴンタが犯人ってのはもう覆らないと思うよ。
We all
ゴンタ以
agree
外に
Gonta's the
この
culprit,
犯
right?
行は不可
It'd
能
be
なんだ。
impossible for anyone but him.
不可能だと。
Possible? Why?
そんなの。
It's obvious he used
消去法で
process of
考えてみれ
elimination.
ばすぐにわかることなんだよ。というわけで、サイハラちゃん。
Which
相棒と
means,
して
Shimichi, you'll be my
俺に協力
partner,
してく
right?
れるよね。
There's actually one more person. Tsumugi is an option. Me.
だって
If you don't face the truth, we die, right?
み
Right?
んなで死ぬしかなくなっちゃうんだよ。そんなの。
And you don't want that, do you?
オッケー、じゃあ
Oh,
始
let's
めようか。
begin. Okay, got any better evidence?
ふざけんな。これ以上勝手な真似は許さねえぞ。
Quit screwing around. I'm done putting up with your selfish BS.
桃田君。
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
僕ら全員の命が。
What do you got for us?
まずイルマちゃんを殺した容疑者から外せるのはキーボーとユメノちゃんと春川ちゃんの3人なんだけど、
So, we can take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list.
その理由はサイハラちゃんが説明してくれる。
Shimichi, care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
だからさ。
Reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated is because they didn't have access to the crime scene.
犯行現場に行けないから。
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
教会と館を行き来するのに必要な橋が落ちてて、壁を通り抜けられるのがイルマちゃんだけとなると、
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Miu could pass through the wall.
教会にいた3人には館に行く手段がないから、この犯行は不可能なんだよ。
The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it.
で、次に容疑者が
Kaito's the next one off our suspect list, and you know why,
その
right?
理由もわかるよね。
He was logged out. He was logged out. That's easy.
桃田くんが先にログ
Kaito
アウ
logged
トして
out
いた
ahead
か
of
ら
us.
だ。
そもそも桃田ちゃんをログアウトさせた
Miu
のは
logged out
イルマちゃんだ
Kaito
ったんだけど、
early on, so he's not a suspect.
その理由は現実世界で犯行が起きた
But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Yeah.
でも実際の犯行がプログラム世界で起きた
And
と
since
明
we've
ら
already
かにな
figured
った
out where the
以上
killing
は
happened,
ログアウトしていた桃田ちゃんにもこの犯行は不可能なんだよ。
it's impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out, yeah?
だってイルマちゃんの死亡時刻は朝6時30分頃。桃田ちゃんがログアウトした後だからね。
Miu's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning after Kaito logged out. Hold the phone. Did we seriously spend 25 minutes before the first logout? That can't be right, can it? That can't be right. Hold up. 25 minutes before the first logout? That can't be right. Okay, what did we do once we heard the noise? We heard the noise, we rushed outside, we walked around for 2 seconds. It should have been less than 5 minutes. How was Miu killed so early? She was strangled and loaded, it took like 20 minutes? The noise came then? Could she have been murdered and then the stuff thrown? There's a thought. Could she have been murdered and then the stuff thrown? That doesn't necessarily make sense, but the timelines are a little bit weird. With a 25-minute delay, how long does it take to walk around the one building, grab something from one side of the building, put it there, and immediately log out? It can't be that long, right? 25 minutes seems like a lot of time to log out. Do all the actions. I'm a little bit suspicious of the timeline. The noise would have happened at like 6:50. 20 minutes to load the corpse? On a pallet? That's a bit iffy. Whatever.
すっかり大間の独壇場
Kiichi's
じゃない
completely running the show now. I don't think that's the case, but the timeline's a little bit iffy. Why wait 20 minutes?
俺とサイハラちゃんとのコンビプレイも乗ってい
My
たし
synergy with
残
Shuichi
った
is
容疑
super
者
on
の
point
話
now.
をしようか。
Let's move to remaining suspects.
俺とゴンタと白金ちゃんとサイハラちゃんの4人。
If I thought it was 2 people, we don't have any evidence that it was 2 people, but if it was 2 people, that would have been how it worked, right? Someone does the murder, someone makes the noise, because the avatar can't be affected, you think it's the person who dropped the stuff. They get accused, the other person gets away. Gonta, Tsumugi, Shuichi, and me. Tsumugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
その理由は
But
何
what's
だ
the
っ
reason
け？
for that? We have solid alibis. I have a solid alibi. I don't know about
白金
Tsumugi.
さんはお互いがアリバイの証人になっているからだ。
Tsumugi and I are witness to each other's alibis, specifically that we didn't push the thing off the ledge. That is specifically what our alibi is. And Miu was already waiting for us then, so it can't be her.
君らはイルマちゃんが教会に激突する音を一緒に聞いたんだよね。
Both you heard Miu hitting the chapel wall, right?
あの時犯人は確実に屋
The
上に
culprit was on the roof during the time since they
イルマ
slid
ちゃん
Miu
を
down.
激突させたのは犯人だからね。だとすると、サイハラちゃんと白金ちゃんは犯人にはなり得ないんだよ。
Because of that, Shuichi and Tsumugi can't be the culprit.
さて、これで容疑者は
That
俺
leaves
とゴンタ
Gonta
の
and me
二
as
人
the
に
only
絞られたわ
suspects.
けだけど、
Yep.
だったらてめえが犯人だ。
And then Kaito says, then you're the culprit. Okay.
期待を裏切るようで申し訳ない
Sorry
け
for
ど
getting hopes up.
俺に犯
Didn't
行
I
が
explain
不
this
可能なのは
impossible?
さっきも説明したよね。
The reason why Kokichi can't be the culprit was he couldn't have killed Miyu. But he can't be the culprit since he can't have killed Miyu.
イルマさんに触れると行動不能になる以上、大間くんにイルマさんを考察することはできないよ。
If Miyu touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
そうなると容疑
It's
者
down to
は
one
たった一
person.
人に
Who was
絞
that
られる
again?
んだけど、それって誰だったっけ？
Gonta seems so confused. Well, who
誰
is
だっ
it?
たっけ？
周一答えるな。答えなくていいぞ。
Don't answer, Shuichi. You don't need to answer that.
そいつは
This is
王
all
の罠なん
Kokishi's
だ。
trap. There's only one suspect left. Only one person we got. And we gotta pick Gonta. That's the only choice. It just seems very... What's the motive here? It doesn't make sense.
ゴンタくん、
It's Gonta. Why is Gonta the killer?
周一。
そう！ゴンタ以外にこの犯行が可能な人物はいないんだよ。
Gonta's the only person who could have committed the murder.
ね？
I'm feeling so bad for Gonta right now. Like, he doesn't even know that he killed someone if he killed someone.
真実なんだよ。
You get it now, right? That's the truth we're all reaching for. The thing is, like, Tsumugi not being the killer makes sense because we were with her when the thing hit the ground. Kokichi being the killer doesn't make sense because of that, which is why I was, like, really confused. Gonta, we don't know anything about, but I guess he's the killer by process of elimination. Because we already knew how the murder was committed. It's just weird because it doesn't make sense. Like, why is Gonta killing people now? He still seems obsessed with protecting people. It doesn't make sense. I guess maybe we'll find out if we get like a replay or like Monokuma gives him his memories so we can at least figure out why the fuck he's killing people. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe, or more likely, maybe the fact that the cables were switched like reversed his alignment so that instead of protecting people, he's like hunting people down, or because his memory was screwed up, he didn't remember that he'd been lied to by Kokichi. Or maybe she asked him to do something to see if it worked and he accidentally killed her and then tried to dispose the body so he wouldn't die. I mean, that's possible, right? He runs into Miyu, she's like, can you do this for me? He accidentally ends up killing her. It's an awkward situation. He's like, what the fuck do I do? Disposes of the body. That might be the situation that he doesn't remember. It doesn't make sense that Gonta's killing people. I feel like it might have been an accident. That's what it might have been. Because remember, there's the hammer there. I don't freaking know. Alright. Let's see.
お前らがずっと欲しがってた嘘偽りないたった一つの真実なんだよ。
The thing you guys wanted so badly. A truth without lies.
イルマミユを殺した犯人は極原ゴンタなんだ。
Miyu's Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara. Gonta. Really? Did Gonta really do it?
ゴンタがやったの？
I'm really curious what his motive was if he's the killer. I think it's like he got tricked or some shit. I mean, Kokichi's being harsh, but if it's true, it's like, it is what it is, right?
もう反応が
Is that really
薄い
rich?
よ。
It would have been fun if he went crazy. Yeah, but he doesn't remember. His memories are gone. And if his memories are gone, he doesn't know that he's the killer, so he's like pissed off as much as you are. Then again, if wiping your memory of a murder is all you need to do to be innocent, then that would be like the most OP shit in a world where you can alter memories. You'd just be like, well, kill someone. You'd be like, shoot someone, alter memory. You're done. You're innocent.
犯行を忘れちゃってるの
We
は
forgot
知ってる
everything.
か
So, oh well.
ま犯人すら覚えてない犯行なんて前代未聞だけど結果的にその方が良かったよね。
A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting, so better than nothing.
だって覚えてたらもっと簡単にバレてたもんね。
If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot. It's probably better for Gonta, too, yeah.
待てよ。
Hold on, I haven't accepted this. This has got to be a trick. I mean, no, it's quite accurate. We haven't discussed, like... So, here's the thing, right? If you want to say Gonta's the killer, we don't have any information on what Gonta was doing, which makes him suspicious. And second, there wasn't, like, a noose or some device tied in the toilet paper that might indicate to us that it was, say, used as like a ranged weapon or from a distance, so that Kokichi could get around Miu's trap. So, like, since there's no evidence that points to something weird being used that could have been used at range on Miu, it seems like Miu was killed by Gonta. I think that would be the evidence that lines up there. Because both Kokichi and Tsumugi seem really safe. And you just don't want to believe it's Gonta. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill. Kaito. I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to... You want proof? I got your proof. Okay.
白金と秀一は玄関ホールでキーボの声を聞いた後、館の外に飛び出したっつったな。
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside.
この時、てめえら誰と会った？
And who did they see out there? Gonta. Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anymore? No, Gonta not see him. Gonta. Kichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed on the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof. There's another problem though. The toilet paper was behind Gonta. The toilet paper was behind Gonta, though. That's a problem. Let's see. It's possibly fled the mansion after heard the impact. You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. That's where Shuichi ran when they heard the crash and stuff. Maybe he jumped off the roof. He used the toilet paper to let himself down. Not passable, the rooftop's pretty high up. Normally Gonta could have done this, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. Toilet paper rope? Toilet paper rope. Does that work? I mean, the toilet paper is right behind him, that's why he's got a way down. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta's the culprit, there's no way he could have been inside the mansion. It's a good thought, but the toilet paper is behind him. You can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congratulations, Gonta. Really? Would have been so nice if it were the truth. If Kaito were right and this horrible trial would just end. But that's wrong. You guys are really reaching, but you're wrong. I'm sorry, Gonta. I'm so sorry, Gonta. You're so nice. I don't know why you killed her. Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion. Looks like Shuichi got it. I leave the rest to him. Yep, it's the toilet paper. Sorry, Kaito. Kaito, I know how you feel. I know, because we all feel it. We have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive. Whose side are you on, Shuichi? I'm sorry. I'm not on anyone's side. I don't even like this. Kaito, please. Aren't you my sidekick? Was that a lie? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm sorry, Gonta. The evidence is just not in your favor. Kaito. He wants it to be right so badly. I mean, I want to be wrong too. I'd rather get rid of Kokichi, but like, he's the obvious Nagito of this story. He's not going to be fucking guilty. Most of the time. Fine, I'll tear apart that sorry reasoning of yours and wake you up, alright? Do it, please. I can't doubt my own detective work, but please, come at me, Kaito. If I want us to survive, I can't fucking back down. Yep.
俺は絶対に認めねえからな。ではゴンタの何を見てきたんだ。ゴンタは人を殺すようなやつじゃねえ。てめえだって分か
Type,
ってんだろ。
going again, going again.
俺は絶対
Getting
に
another
認め
bit
ねえから
out. I'll
な。
never accept this. Doesn't matter if you accept it. It's the
ゴンタを
truth.
信じようとは思わねえのかよ。大間の言うことを信じるのかよ。俺の調子じゃなかったのか。
Aren't you? Oh, I missed that one. I did the other one. Wake up, Shuichi. It's not happening.
信じようとは思わねえのかよ。大間の言うことを信じるのかよ。
Ooh, I held too long.
俺の調子じゃなかったのか。目を覚ませよ、シュイチ。
Wake up. It's not happening.
ゴンタを信じようとは思わねえのかよ。
I believe in the truth more than I believe in
てめえ
Ganta.
が信じたいのは誰かって聞いてんだ。大間が俺たちにしてきたことを思い出せ。ゴンタがみんなを守ろうと
That's a lot of
してきた
taps
こと
really
も
quickly.
ゴンタが犯人なわけねえだろうが。それでもゴンタ
You
が
might
犯
just be
人
it.
だって言いてえのか。真実って
Oh,
言
I
って
missed
るけど
that.
よ。ゴンタが犯人じゃねえって理由もあるんだ。てめえが信じたい
He
の
might
は
be the culprit.
誰かって聞いてんだ。大間が
Damn,
俺
too
た
slow.
ちにしてきたことを思い出せ。ゴンタがみんなを守ろうとしてきたことも。ゴンタが犯人なわけねえだろうが。それでもゴンタ
He's
が
going
犯
down.
人だって言いてえのか。真実って言ってるけどよ。ゴンタが犯人じゃねえって理由もあるんだ。
So I missed that last one. He's gonna be dead here. Yep. Final blow.
屋上から館の外に直接降りる方法
Toilet
なんてね
paper discovered outside of the mansion. There's no way. Toilet paper. CP. We got to see Kaito without a shirt for like 2 seconds though. Injured, but without a shirt, I guess. Someone's got to appreciate that, right? I'm sorry, Kaito. The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground. I mean, let's think about this. It's so easy. With Ganta being there, if you want to suspect Ganta, he's just coming from around the corner, which is a dead end. Why would he be around there, and why would the toilet paper be there? That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground. Let's go. The TP. Yep. TP. Ganta is being executed on the grounds of toilet paper. The same toilet paper used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Ganta's right below this, right? Not at the scene of the crime or on Miu's body. It was outside the mansion. Hold on, use the toilet paper as a rope to go down to the roof. This toilet paper is like an insanely good weapon. They need to tie it to something? There's nothing to tie it to? The observation post. I know, because I investigated the roof. You're in denial. My real question is how he got it to untie itself. But I'm guessing you just tie a loop around and then let yourself down. You tie a loop. Like, you hold both ends. You hold both ends and then just give more toilet paper as you shimmy down, right? That works, right? You hold one end of your indestructible rope, you hold the other end midway through, and you slowly feed rope, and that's how you go down, right? If you're strong enough to do that, you can do that, right? Just give it a little bit as you go. I think that's sort of how they're intending. Like, you tie, like, one end around your wrist, and then you let yourself down with the other part. by feeding more continuously. I think that's what you do, right? You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this. Of course I am. I'm gonna believe in God until the very end. Well, it's not far now.
トイレットペーパーを結べる場所ならあったはずだよ。
There's something the toilet paper could have been tied to. The observation tower. The place where the toilet paper was tied down. Oh, that's not even hard. They give you a picture. Come on, guys.
屋上にあった望遠鏡
The binoculars on the roof. The toilet paper could have been anchored there. Easy.
トイレットペーパーを結べるよね。 ただ
I don't think the culprit actually tied it. They just hung it. Yeah. If they tied it, it would have been really obvious that they used it as an escape route.
犯人は2枚重ねたトイレットペーパーを使
Then use the doubled up toilet paper to come down. Ooh, that would work. That would work way better. Okay, they did that. That works. I was thinking about rope. And I'm like, I don't know if I could fit 2 giant ropes in my hand. But toilet paper is actually incredibly thin. You could definitely use doubled up toilet paper to climb down. And then they retrieve the toilet paper. Yep.
そうすれば降りた後に下から引っ張る
In that case, all they have to do is give it a tug to take it down, roll it back up.
正解だよ。
That's correct. I came up with that idea.
俺が考えた方法だからね。
Really? Pieces fit.
ちゃんと言ったんだけどな。トイレットペーパーはトイレに戻しておく。
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom.
その道中で誰かと出くわしたせいで。
I guess he ran into someone on the way and threw it somewhere close by. Looks like Kaito's morale's shot. The whole thing's done now.
決定かな。どうやら。
The matter does appear to be settled.
ですね。
Yeah, Kibo seems defeated.
そん
It's,
な
it's
そ
じゃあ本当なんだね。
oh, it's true. Gonta really killed me.
ゴンタがイルマさんを殺しちゃったんだ。
計画を考えたのは俺だけどね。ま、とりあえずさっさと認めちゃいなよ。
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta.
覚えてないけど、自分がやりましたってさ。
Even though you still don't remember you did it.
でも
Even though you don't remember you still did it.
ゴンタは
But why can't you do such a terrible thing?
ひどいことを。
だからさ、泣く前にさっさと自分の犯行を。
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first. Stop.
お前なんかにやらせない。ゴンタ君に自分の罪を認めてもらうのは
I won't let you, Kichi. If anyone's gonna get him to confess,
僕がやる。
it's me.
ゴンタ君、僕がもう一度事件を振り返って
Gonta,
全てを説明していくから。
I'm gonna look back at the case one more time, okay?
だから、それで君が納得できたら、もう終わりにさせてくれ。
When you're convinced, let me know. Let's end this together. Okay.
わかったよ。
I'm sorry, Deonta. I'm so sorry, man. I don't know why you killed her, but I'm sorry. Closing argument start. What color did the culprit stick in the right port? None of those, apparently. Alright. What did Miyu bring from Shuji's lab? All the poison. Easy. What was posted in the entrance hall? A poster that we can't see. What did Miyu do and the others left for the mansion? Nope, not relevant. Who was investigating kitchen? Okay, investigations don't matter. What object did Miyu use when she got to the mansion? The cell phone. Dangerous tool. What was the weapon Miyu brought to kill Kokichi? Hammer. Who was locked out against their will? Nope. What did the culprit use to strangle Miyu? TP that doesn't tear. Okay, what was supposed to be the entrance hall? The map of the virtual world? What did Neo do in the other left for the mansion? It was locked out against their will. Kaito Momoda. Alright. Pretty straightforward. One more. Lattice used like a sled. The lattice was taken out of the storage room. Yep. Miyu smuggles in a hammer. For the sunburn there, alright. And the others left for the mansion. Out of the chapel. Miyu did that. Hey, first thing. Kaito, looking for the secret of the outside world. Who is investigating outside? Dining hall, kitchen, roof. Kaito. We'll do that one later. Binoculars in the toilet paper. Nope. The culprit in looking for the secret of the outside world is going to be outside. Dining hall. Oh, that would be us. No. Wait. Oh, it's kitchen. My bad. Mugi's dining hall. I'm a dumbass. I knew that. I was like, we're the ones on the inside with the kitchen equipment. And then I saw dining and my mind went like full unga bunga and was like, oh, dining, that relates to food, therefore it's us. Alright. The culprit is a literal gorilla. Look at this. Culprit going full gorilla. Alright. Much like me 2 seconds ago when I was like, ooh, dining, food, that must be me. Alright. Oh no. The theme's playing. The case began last night. After being convinced by Miyu, we all logged into the virtual world. Which wasn't actually all that good. But hey, here's what it is. To log in, you have to plug in the memory and consciousness cords into the device. Why are they not labeled? This is bad product design. But anyway, we all plug the cords into our helmets and enter the virtual world. In fact, it shouldn't be physically possible to put them in the wrong ports. But anyway. The culprit accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. I can't believe someone so kind would commit murder. I think he was trying to protect Gakichi. That might be possible. But he said he never got to the roof, so I don't know. We had no idea this error even happened, and so we all logged in, one by one. Miyu was the last to log in. She modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. Miyu even looks cute in this picture, that's not fair. After Miyu confirmed we were all logged in, she took out a bottle of poison. And placed it on Kokichi's seat. It was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned.
そう
The reason Miyu modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world
みんなをプログラム世界に誘導した目的はプログラム世界で
was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world and make it look like he died in the real world. After we logged in, Miyu explained the world to us. I like their choice of like really chibi stuff here. It looks really good. Cute chibi stuff looks good. Use the salon phone to log in. Objects are unbreakable. Avatars use all 5 senses. He also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Miyu was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Miyu's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. I think the culprit agreed because Kokichi is like, she's gonna kill me if you don't kill her. What do you do now? That's probably what he did. Seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Kokichi looks extra menacing in these, by the way. Kind of funny. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Miyu had us split up to try and find some secret of the outside world, which may or may not exist. We don't know. Seems like it doesn't. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I all investigated the mansion. Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Miyu investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was part of her plan. Yep. At the chapel, Miyu told Maki she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were headed towards the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. Now, I got a question for her. Why would she drop the bridge into the river instead of just pulling it across to her side and telling you to suck a dick? Like, just be like, yeah, I don't want you guys murdering us. If anyone dies, you know where people are. Why not just pull the bridge off? Why not just pull the bridge to your own side? No, it's not like that changes the plot at all. It just kind of makes her more obvious as a suspicious person. This was to trick us into thinking the river separated the mansion and the chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It's just another one of Mia's pranks. Yep, another one of Mia's pranks. And so we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. Act the 4.
すぐに手分けして外の世界の秘密を探し始めた。
We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues, Scooby-Doo style.
サロンは大間くん、
Kokichi in the salon,
屋上は桃田くん、
Kaito on the roof,
食堂は白金さん、
Tsumugi in the dining room.
厨房は僕、
I searched the kitchen, of course.
そして
And finally,
館の外
the
を散歩
culprit,
していた人物。
Ganta, outside the mansion.
その頃、イルマさんは教会の横にある世界の壁に向か
Around
って
that time, Miyu was headed for the wall on the side of the chapel.
壁の隠しルー
She
トを
passed
通
through
って
the wall and
壁
headed
に
for the
移動
mansion to kill
し標的
Kokichi.
である大間くんを殺すためにね。実は教会の横にあった世界の壁はイルマさんが追加で設置した特殊な壁だったんだ。
You see, the wall was a special wall that Miyu added
こ
herself.
の壁は物属性だけが通り抜けられる設定になっていて、
See, the wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through, and Miyu changed her avatar settings from
物
human
属性から
to object.
物属性に変更されていたんだ。それが隠しルートの正体。
And that was the hidden route she prepared for
彼
herself.
女だけが通れる
She set up a wall only she could pass through.
秘密の抜け穴だったんだ。そうして館に向かったイルマさんは途中でその姿を白金さんに見られてしまったものの、
Miyu headed towards the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way.
館に入るなり
When she entered the
隠し
mansion,
持って
she
いた
pulled
あ
out
るもの
her
を
cell
取り出した。
phone.
プログラム世界からログアウトできる携帯電話だよ。
That is an old school phone.
彼女は僕ら
Didn't
に
tell us
内緒
there's
で
another way to log
ロ
out.
グアウトの手段をもう一つ隠し持っていたんだ。そして
She spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out.
ある人物の名を呼び、その人を強制的にログアウトさせた。
Rest in peace, Kaito.
屋上で探索をしていた桃田くんだ。
It was Kaito, who was on the roof at the time.
屋上はイルマさんのターゲットである
The same roof
大
where
間くんと
Kokichi
待
and
ち合わせ
Miyu
場所
were
だった。
going to meet. How'd she know
桃田くん
Kaito
の
was
屋上を
there?
担当させたのもイルマさんの計画で、強制ログアウトで人払いを行うと
By having Kaito search the roof and forcing him to log out,
桃田くんに罪を
she
か
was
ぶせる
making him look like the
狙いだ
most
った。
suspicious person. But her plan didn't go quite
彼
so
女の計
smoothly.
画が順調だったのもここまでだ。
Yeah, that wasn't as smooth as it could have been.
その時、大間くんは犯人と一緒に屋上で待っていたんだ。
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with the culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Miyu.
イルマさんが大間くんに気を取られている隙に、彼女の背後に近づいた犯人は
When Miyu was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind.
館のトイレにあったトイレットペーパーでイルマさん
And
の
they used the
首を
toilet
絞め
paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Miyu.
プログラム世界のものが
It was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
首を絞めることが可能だったんだ。そしてイルマさんのアバターはそのまま考察され、そのショッ
Miyu's
クは
avatar was strangled to
現
death,
実のイルマさんも
and the
死んでしまった
shock killed Miyu in the real world.
イルマさん殺害後、大間くんは犯人に後処理を任せ、先に屋上から出て行った。
After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the
おそら
room.
くすぐに館のサロンに戻ったはず
He
だ。
probably returned to the salon as
誰か
soon
がサロン
as
に
he
来たら
could to avoid
怪し
drawing
まれてし
suspicion.
まうからね。こうして屋上に残った
The
犯人
culprit
は
took the
物置からスマ
pallet
ホを持
from the
ってくる。
storage room.
イルマさんが持っていたハンマーや携帯電話と一
And
緒に
placed Miya's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone.
そして犯人はスノコを手すりの外に出すと、屋根の
The
急
culprit
斜面
heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope.
体を乗せたスノコはソリのようにスピード
The
を
body
上げ
on
て
it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof.
モノ属性だけが通れる壁を通り抜け、そのまま教会の横の壁に激突した。
It went through the wall only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel.
それが
That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion.
館にいた僕たちが聞いた
Yep. I'm on board with all
激突音の
this.
正体だったんだ。
Makes sense.
イルマさんが作った
News
壁の
wall
せい
hid
だ
the
と
fact the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other.
館と教会はすぐ近くに立っていたんだ。だから館にいた僕や白金さんも激突音を
That's why Tsubugi and I were able to heal the crash from the mansion. Yep, makes sense.
そしてこのトリックの最後の
As the final step, the culprit had to get off the
犯
roof.
人が屋上から脱出することだった。館にいる僕らに屋上から階段で降りてくる姿を見られる。犯人は
As we were in the mansion, they couldn't use the stairs so they'd be caught. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the roof. Yep.
屋上にあった望遠鏡の
They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof
それをロープ代わりにして
and used it like a rope to climb down.
こうして無事に地面に降りた
Once the culprit was on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it.
それをトイ
They
レ
could
に
have returned to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. As they were... Alright.
犯人は慌て
In
て
a panic, they tossed the toilet paper somewhere
投げ捨
nearby.
ててしまったんだ。でもそのおかげで
Without that one little mistake, we never would have known how she got murdered.
犯人すら覚えていない
We might never have solved the case because the culprit, they don't remember. Gonta, the culprit is you.
これが君が忘れてしまった事
This
件
is
の
the
真
truth
相
you've
だよ。
forgotten. Gonta Gokuhara, ultimate entomologist.
極原
You see it now.
ゴンタ君、これが僕らがたどり着いた真実だよ。
This is the truth we've reached.
ごめん。やっぱりよくわからないや。
Gonta, not really understand. Gonta, not smart boy.
でも、みんな
If
が
everyone
そう
agreed
言うな
that
ら
everyone probably right.
きっとそうなんだろうね。ゴンタはみんなを信じるよ。
Gonta trust everyone. Gonta trusts Kokichi.
ゴンタ君
Gonta. I'm so sorry, Gonta, dude. This is rough. The extra dragging it out via making me spell it out. Oh, it's tough. But why?
イルマさんを
Gonta, kill me. Forget everything. Gonta, not
全部
even
忘れて
even
自分
thinking
は
not to do
悪く
anything
ないと
bad.
思い込んで。しかもそれを誰かのせいにしようとして
And
みんな
Gonta
を
blamed
苦しませていたなんて。
someone else would make everyone suffer. It's not your fault. You didn't remember, dude. It's okay, dude. You didn't remember. That's not your fault. That part's your fault entirely. I mean, it is your fault, but it's not your fault that you didn't remember. Why? Why?
だってゴンタ
Why
は
Gonta
そんな
do
ひど
such a
いこ
horrible
とを
thing?
したんだよ。
Gonta doesn't even know why he killed someone. Why Gonta do such a horrible thing?
いえ、
It's not your fault,
ゴンタ
Gonta.
君のせいではありません。
That's rough, Gonta.
大間くんのせい
It's
だ。
Kokichi's fault. He must have tripped
あ
Gonta.
の人がゴンタくんを騙したせいだよ。
騙したわけじゃないんだ
I totally
け
didn't
ど
trick him.
まあその話の前に投票タイムだね。
Before we go into
先
it,
に
it's
学級
voting
裁判
time.
を終わらせないと。
We should finish up the class trial first.
ジャガ本当に合っているのか
Is this the right answer? We're not being
ゴ
fooled
ー
by
マが騙
Kokichi?
されているということはないのか
大丈夫だよ。
For once, I
むしろ
wish we were.
それが悔しいけどさ。
There's a split vote. I wonder if the vote splits 50-50 between Kokichi and Gonta.
もう終わり
Wrapping things up already?
うーん
What a buzzkill of an ending. It lacks the rush of previous voting times.
こんなに爽快
True,
感
usually
のない
Monokuma wraps things up.
初めてだ
But Monokuma's also kind of depressed, so... Or was depressed.
まあ 何度も殺し屋をやってればたまにはこういうこともあるか。
After so many killing games, I guess it's bound to happen eventually.
でもそろそろ
Just
や
as
め
well.
に
This
しない
killing
と
game is a
ね。
bad influence on the
殺
baby.
し合いなんてお腹の子に悪影響だもん。
モノタロウったらしっかりパパの顔になってきた。
Monotaro, you're even starting to act like a father. Oh, look like a father.
生まれてくる子のためにもこれからはオイラがしっかりしないといけないからね。
I gotta get my act together for the baby. Monokuma's just like, are you fucking serious? Are you two fucking serious?
では気を取り直して始めまし
Now
ょう。
then, pull yourselves together. Let's begin. Okay.
白と黒の運命
The
を
heart
分け
racing
る
excitement. As the blackened and spotless face off, it's voting time. Let's go, Monokuma. Oh. I'm sorry, Gonta. Announcement.
さて投票が
It
終わ
seems
ったような
voting's
ので
finished. Let's see the result.
早速結果発表に行き
I
ましょ
think
う
it'd be
か。
interesting if we got a split vote here. A split vote? Split vote, come on. Surprise me, split vote. Damn. Damn. Alright, none of the votes are split. So, Gonta's
投票
voted
の
guilty.
結果黒となるのは誰か。
Who will be chosen as lucky? We make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one. Well, everyone decided. The dreadfully wrong one. Verdict. Thanks, Monokuma. I hate it. Rest in peace, Gonta. I understand. I understand. I really do. It just sucks. Rip Gonta. Got an A. 441. Did we screw up anywhere really hard? No, we got A's everywhere. Awesome. We earned 441 coins. That's not too bad. Well, rip Gonta. So, I think I know what his motive is. Will they explain it here? Well, look at that. You voted correctly. Congratulations,
喜び
guys.
の声を。
Give yourselves a hand. Let me hear your joyful voices. So interesting. They actually implemented that where the mastermind is not the blackened. In the first game, that was absolutely the case that Kokichi would have been the correct person to vote for. And in this one, it's not Kokichi. That's interesting. Let me hear your joyful voices. Yep.
喜びの声を。
I said, let me hear your joyful voices. Damn it.
うわ。
Jeez, they're all moping about. They should be happy for themselves. That was a depressing ending, honestly. Like, okay, the person was tricked into killing someone. Yeah, I would be unhappy too. Same with the second game. The second game did the same thing. Whereas, like, the person who unintentionally threw something that was supposed to save lives but actually was poisonous is the person who's randomly murdered. That was lame, and this one is a bit unfortunate. I know, I'm super happy. What should we name the kid? Good question. We should pair 6 names.
Why?
We're having sextuplets? I'm so happy about
って
Kokichi.
いうかさ、
Kokichi, you said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
ほら、
You said you were gonna liven up the killing game and the class trial. I said I'd put the motive, the secret of the outside world, into the killing game simulator. Oh, that was just a lie.
なんだ。
Oh, so it's just a lie.
なんじゃの。
He just laughed it off?
あのさ、
It's Monokuma. Are you satisfied, Kokichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is it the motive you gave Gonta? I'll explain it, but I plan to explain it. It's more like, how do I say it? You guys are going to assume it's a lie if you hear it from my cute lips.
そっか。
Let's have Gonta explain.
Eh?
Gonta?
やめてください。
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him
よ
to?
ーし。
Let's go back to the killing game simulator.
だってさ、
Why don't we ask Gonta in the virtual world?
ですが、
But going back to the virtual world
ぷ
is...
ぷぷ。
There's a much easier way than that pain in the ass method. Monokuma.
引き継がれなかったってことはデータはそのまま残ってるはずだから。
Monokuma is also an expert hacker in this reality. Alright, fair enough. Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from this last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete. So Monokuma was able to come up with Alter Ego from the first game in literally 2 seconds. Okay.
アルターエゴ
Alter Ego? It's a reference to the first game, so it's clearly after the first game. It's a separate Gonta that exists only in virtual space.
こっちのゴンタ君から話を聞けば、あの世界で何が起きたのかわかるはずだよ。
If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world. What's this? What's happening?
どうなってるの？
Is this Gonta? Looks like it. Is that Gonta?
どういうことじゃ？
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do? He whipped up an AI in literally 2 seconds.
あのね、
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic. It's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta's a computer simulation. It's just imitating Gonta's thought patterns. It's actually different from the real Gonta. Gonta not understand who this Alter Ego.
というわけで、
See? It's even stupid, like the real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got Gonta's memories of the virtual world, so he should remember what happened.
お願いだよ。
Other Gonta. Tell Gonta. What?
なんで？
Why did Gonta kill Miu? Kill Miu? Why does other Gonta know about... Wait, how is he aware that other Gonta shouldn't know? Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell them the truth now.
そっか。
Ah.
ゴンタは
Then Gonta no could save everyone? Save everyone?
わからないよ。
Answer Gonta. Why Gonta kill Miu? Gonta would just want to save everyone. He wanted to save everyone?
それは
What do you mean, Gonta?
ゴンタは
Gonta think for a long time. How Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with trials. Gonta strong, but no can fight Exisols. Gonta frustrated, because Gonta no could do anything. Gonta understand how this Gonta feel. Technically, they're the same person.
だけど
That's why Gonta think you have to do it, for everyone's sake. Gonta think you gotta do it, because everyone else not want to.
ゴンタは
So Gonta kill Miu. What do you mean by that? I don't get it at all.
あらららら
Gonta's bad explaining as always. I guess I'll have to help.
と
If you remember what happened at the time. Didn't. We don't want another murder happening. Yoink! I'll take that card key. Kokichi used his lithe body. Yep, stole the card key, which we still don't have any info about. The card key? You used it? After working tirelessly, I finally found the door for the card key. After opening it, I saw the outside world. Outside world? That was Monokuma's motive? Why would seeing the outside world be a motive? I'll tell you in a second, but that's when I found out about Miu's plan. And it hit me. If I combined the two, I'd be able to save everyone.
待ってください
Save? What do you mean?
ねえね
Listen, you gotta listen to everything I say first.
え
Anyway, that's when I made a deal with Monokuma. If I livened up the killing game, he'd let me use the outside world as a motive again. Again?
つまり、
Let me chime in. The motive keycard that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. Even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me, but then Kokichi suggested we reuse the motive.
そうそう。
He said we should bring back the right to view the outside world one more time. And I decided to run with that. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation. Memories of the outside world in the flashback light?
Huh?
Secrets of the outside world in the virtual worlds about the flashback light?
わかったでしょ
And if it was the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories. What are you
だっ
saying?
て、
Why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first
理
place?
解不能です
Oh, there's plenty of reasons the outside world can be a motive. Are you not thinking at all, Himiko? What's going on here? You can't remember? Fine.
いいか
Let's talk about the motive later. We have to finish this case first.
と
Monokuma hid the light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. And I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world. You knew where it was hidden? That's not fair.
ぶっちゃけ、
I just placed it. I never actually said I hid it.
残念。
If anyone asked, I would have gladly told you where it was. Fucking savage. Monokuma's just like, yeah, I put it in the virtual world, and nobody asked him, so he didn't tell them. Nice. It's late for them. So Gonta was exposed to the flashback light. When Kokichi and Gonta leave together. And Gonta's weak-minded, so Gonta can watch Kokichi so you not do anything weird. Gonta, you're sweet. I knew you'd say that. Even without your ridiculous strength, you're selfless and courageous. You'd make a terrific bodyguard. With you by my side, I know I'll be safe from any trap. Let's go. Wait, and no one pursued them, sadly enough. Okay, leave it to Gonta. Keep an eye on Kiichi. Was Kiichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself?
まあね。
The only person I entrusted with the secret of the outside world was Gonta. After that, Gonta got taken to forest near mission. Again, we weren't allowed to well, we explored the forest, but we weren't allowed to, like, story-wise explore the forest. Even though we did so in-game, we weren't allowed to actually explore the forest. So we don't know if there's... Is this flashback light? Looks like it. Maybe the secret's hidden in it? We gotta tell everyone! Wait. Are you sure you want to believe a liar like me so easily? How did Kokichi hide the flashback light? Because it wasn't present in the simulation when we explored. I'm curious. I assume he just carried it in his invisible pockets. That for some reason Gonta didn't have. This might be a trap, you know. Shouldn't you check if I'm lying first? I mean, you want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. Check everyone. Gonta just uses the light on himself. And there, Gonta remembers secret of the outside world. But that just confused Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything. So I told him, if he wants to save everyone, he should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill. What? Yep, Gonta's dumb as fuck. That Gonta was Gonta tricked? You're not tricked. Because when Gonta remembers secret of outside world, Gonta think it'd be easier to die. Remember what everyone said at the beginning? That this academy is hell? Gonta agree. The academy that forces students to be part of Killing Game is hell. Does everyone think they want to escape this place, right? But if it's still hell outside, what do we do? What do you mean, Gonta? Inside is hell, outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for? There's no winning here. What if everyone who died... And everyone who died, what did they die for? It's hell outside and outside. And then Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of misery while they still don't know. And only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta. That's right. The only way you can save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he'd survived this class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone. Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him more? Wait, I don't get what's happening. What outside world are you talking about? It's hell out there? What do you mean? Yep, these guys don't know that. What did Gonta and Kokichi say? What did we forget? Hurry up and tell us, or else we won't be able to understand. Gonta, what pushed you to do such a thing? Answer, Gonta. Sorry, Gonta no can tell you. Can't tell us? Why? If Gonta tell you, everyone will end up like Gonta. Everyone despair. Despair? I know it. Despair is what makes you want to die. Despair that makes you want to put everyone out of their misery. Did you think the kind Gonta would tell you about such despair from his own nose? But now we don't know any more than when we started. And now you know how Gonta and I formed the Killing Game Busters, right? Can't you accept everything about this case? You can imagine the rest, right? I used Miu's plan and turned it against her. I hid Gonta away from sight where Miu and I were supposed to meet. Kaito's not here. You're right. You're right. Oh man, I'm honored you asked me about you. Miu, is this a booty call? Or are you here to kill me? You figured out, but there's nothing you can do. You can't resist me. I made sure of it when I programmed your settings. Ooh, guess I'm in trouble now. I'm sorry, you should just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make the world a better place. My duty as a genius inventor. I can't afford to die here. That's her excuse, really? Sorry, Gonta's so sorry. Don't be sorry, Gonta. She's trying to kill me too. She said it was for the world or whatever. That's a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But Gonta's sorry. Gonta's sorry, Miyu. I already said you don't need to apologize. We have to do this for everyone's sake. Alright. Yeah, Kokichi talked the dumbass Gonta into murdering someone. It can't be. Gonta would never. Gonta is dumb as fuck, man. He's so stupid. Yeah, he would kill if Kokichi told him to and gave him a semi-okay reason to. You should know it was Gonta's idea to slide the body to the chapel wall. But Gonta's idea? Before Gonta went to roof, he happened to see Miyu walk through the wall. Gonta tell Kokichi, and he'd think of everything else. Gonta gave me that chance. I like to think we make a pretty good team. Good. What's good about that? You're the worst. Actually, I'm gonna say Kokichi is the worst because he didn't actually let himself get accused and everyone killed. So he's kind of wasting everyone's time, except for killing Gonta off and Miyu off. If he actually wanted to be dead, he wouldn't have like pointed out Gonta. He would have just let everyone go along with accusing him of being the killer. But he didn't do that. Instead, he pointed out that Gonta was the killer. So I think he's like trying to get Gonta and Miyu killed, and thought this was the best way to do it. That's the whole story. That's everything that happened. In the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the outside world. Sorry, Gonta no can tell you that. Hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kokichi. Gonta did kill Miyu. Gonta really did it. Sorry, everyone. Gonta's so sorry. Gonta. I mean, you tried to kill everyone because you thought... You tried to murder everyone. I actually don't feel so sorry for you, Gonta. Gonta's plan to save everyone failed. Your plan was literally to murder everyone. Don't phrase it as saving everyone, you dumb fuck, Gonta. Gonta not save anyone. Gonta just make everyone suffer more. Gonta is stupid. So stupid. How can Gonta call himself gentleman? Everyone, please forgive him. Gonta tried to save us from despair, but... Kokichi is lying every time he says this because he intentionally gave up Gonta. People were already on the Kokichi train, which is what he should have had us vote for. You reach for the truth and Gonta's plan failed. All you could have been saved, you'd die without knowing anything. You're saying it was wrong to fight for truth? Yeah, it was. At least Gonta and I think so. You should have all died ignorant. So why did Kokichi give away Gonta? Everyone was on the Kokichi is guilty train because he was lying about having gone to the roof, and he decided to give up Gonta to get everyone to kill Gonta. It's like he didn't actually want to die, he just wanted to kill Gonta. You should have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Miyu for that sake. Enough of that shit, you made him kill it. No, go hit him on the fact that he gave Gonta up after we were already on Kokichi. Kokichi's lying. That's where Kokichi's lying right now. Oh, Gonta bad. Gonta kill someone. Gonta murder. It's true. Gonta make everyone suffer. Gonta's sorry he failed everyone. Gonta's sorry for being stupid. Gonta's sorry he make everyone suffer. Gonta's so sorry. We get it. You don't need to apologize. You're probably all thinking I should have done the dirty work and not Gonta, right? Everyone hates me. The role of villain is perfect for me. I know already. It should have been my responsibility. I don't know what you're crying about, dude. You should have just let us accuse you of murder and get voted. Then everyone would have died, including you. If you actually wanted that to happen. No worries, brother. When I realized Miyu was targeting me, I thought to myself, she must already have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world. And in fact, you were right. She set it up so she could paralyze you with a touch. I had to ask Gonta. I would have done it myself if I kept lying. You didn't need to push everything onto Gonta to... Stop, it's okay. Everyone, please, don't blame Kokichi anymore. Please. Gonta, you. I don't get why Kokichi's trying. I don't know get why Kokichi's crying. He clearly made it so that Gonta was the only person who was guilty by bringing it up once people were kind of convinced he was guilty. How nice can you be, Gonta? You're really stupid sometimes. You're right. Someone as stupid as Gonta. Never a gentleman. Are we done yet? You guys are trying to tag in circles, so let's move on to the exciting stuff. Good. The eagerly anticipated punishment time. You're gonna punish him? Please, me too. Kokichi. Nope, you got someone killed, Koichi. I'm prepared. We're gonna exit Gonta tonight. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore. Promise, Gonta, everyone forgive each other, be friends, okay? I promise. I don't know why he's sad. Time to punish the ultimate entomologist, Gonka Gokukara. I bet his punishment is gonna have a lot of gross, nasty bugs. That's right, you don't like nasty stuff. It's not that. It's coming. What, already? Attractions are speeding up any minute now. Hold my hand. I've prepared a special punishment for him. Please, I don't want this. Don't go, Gonta. Don't cry, Koichi. Gonta, okay. Gonta not cry. Gonta's really not scared, but Gonta upset. He could no protect anyone. Everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time! Gonta, love you all. Gonta's sorry for being stupid. You tried to kill me. I'm not that sorry. He tried to kill me and everyone else. I'm not sorry. Even if Kokichi kind of saved my... Kokichi even sort of saved my life by killing someone. Alright. Shooting mechanical bees at him. Wild West insected. He's machine gunning a swarm of bees at him. Swarm of wasps. What? What? Oh, they're both dead to a giant bug. Holy shit. I was not expecting that one. What the fuck? And ran through by like... What? Ah, good. Fire. You know what? I think the fire is appropriate there. Fire is appropriate for that giant bug. Fuck that bug, man. And Monokuma looks like he's laughing. You know what? That's kind of fine. His kids both suck. Surprised? What a twist. You know, that was quite a twist, actually, Monokuma. I wasn't expecting Monofini to actually be pregnant, or to be pregnant with, like, a giant bug. Good call, Monokuma. Burn that bug with fucking fire. Surprised? What a twist. Even I didn't see it. Going, all my cubs have been destroyed. I wasn't seeing that either. I was kind of seeing all your cubs dying. I wasn't seeing them all dying by end of chapter 4 though. That was quite a catch. Thank you, Monokuma. That was so good. That was like a big ending twist. I'm liking this. The little Mono Cub subplot. I don't like the Mono Cubs, but that was a good twist. You're expecting one to die every time, and then they're like, fuck it, 2 of them die. Oh, my cubs been destroyed. So sad. All that cuteness gone to waste. What are you talking about? You're responsible for this. Why don't you do that to your own children? Lately, they've been acting all buddy-buddy and neglecting me. I'm never gonna get the hang of this whole parenting thing. That's why. Doesn't matter. We don't have time to give him attention. I'm gonna walk away quietly and mourn my dead kids. Later. See you later, Monokuma. Tsumigi's crying. I'm terrified of that bug. Alright. Burning it with fire was a good call. Why did it turn out like this? Kokichi, why don't you tell us now, what is the secret of the outside world? If we don't know, we won't be able to understand or accept it. I can't accept either. What's the secret, Kichi? What kind of secret would push Gonta that far? Kichi, if you're really cared for Gonta, explain yourself to everyone and... I don't want to. Of course you don't. 3, 2, 1. I don't want a stupid head. There we go. Man, did you fall for the all fake right? I did not. You fall for the fake right? I did not fall for all that fake crying. I said he was trying to get Gonta killed. Because he gave him up right before the end. Everyone was accusing Kokichi. And Kokichi gave Gonta, outed Gonta, which means he's trying to get him killed. This was actually a good plan. You don't fall for that fake cry. You're so dumb. I would never cry for Gonta. So his plan is to get someone to kill someone else for him, to reduce his competition to make him more likely to win the game. And because he's prompting murders, that means he's not going to get murdered, because he's not the subject of any of the murders. It's actually like a really good strategy. For this version of the killing game, this is a really good strategy. You convince someone you want to die, then you get them to kill someone, you out them as the murderer, and they're like, are you fucking serious? And then they die, and you're like, wow, 2 people killed with 1 murder. This is great. It doesn't get better than that. He wasn't in danger of dying because he could prove why Gonta's the killer, and he's eliminating competition, so he's going to be the last person surviving because it's a last pair standing, right? I never cry for Gonta. Are you crying? If I said the actual truth back there, Gonta would have been real mad. That would have interfered with the game, so I lied simply to calm him down. See? As long as you lie for a good purpose, right? What? What do you mean what really happened? Why didn't you make him do that? Obviously, so it wouldn't be boring. What are you... I give Gonta an incentive, because I thought it'd liven up the game. Come on, think about it. If I actually wanted to save everyone like what Gonta did, I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. You should have realized that. I did. That's why I specifically said Kokichi is trying to get Gonta killed. Why did Gonta... Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game, filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart. Kokichi gave us one of his creepy smiles. When I saw it, I finally saw Kokichi for what he really is. How have you not noticed that this guy has literally been cheering for Monokuma the whole time? Malice. His entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice. I am the supreme leader of evil. It's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for nothing other than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others. Seriously? The hell? He's someone you literally can't do anything to. So for your own entertainment, you sacrificed Miyu and Gonta? Yes. Yes, he did. How was that not obvious? What's so bad about that? You kill people for money, right, Makiro? Someone like you has no right to call me Makiro. Do you want to die? You look so much better with a scowl on your face, Makiro. But hey, you guys are just way too trusting. If only you'd suspected me more, then... Oh, Miyu and Gonta wouldn't have died such meaningless deaths. Meaningless death. Kaito screamed and sprayed up Kokichi like a bullet. Whack, he hits him again. A dull thud resounded through our skulls. Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead. Kaito. By the way, Kaito, is it just me? Or are you way slower? Maybe. Just maybe Kaito is hiding something from us too. Kaito, are you okay? Kaito kept coming at him, and Maki glared at Kokichi with piercing eyes. Someone who claims to be bad at fighting, you're pretty agile now. Oh, you believed a lie like that? You really want to die, don't you? Oh, it's angry Maki. Did I finally provoke you enough? Is it because of Kaito? No, Maki. What am I thinking? Maki wouldn't lose her cool for a guy like Kaito. He's way too pathetic. He's all bark, no bite. Let's face it, the ultimate astronaut's just a trainee anyway. Kokichi never got to finish his provocation. No one cared what they had to say. They all rushed to Kaito's side. Kaito, are you hurt? Can you stand? Do you need to lean on my shoulder? Sorry, my AMP's at 0. I can't use recovery magic. Why are you all so worried about this pathetic...
違う
Pathetic? Look at yourself, Kokichi. Huh?
いや
Kaito always has us by our side, but no one wants to be around you. You're alone, Kokichi, and you always will be. Oh, you're talking about friends? Friends don't make this game more interesting. Boring. I'm no longer interested. I don't care anymore, but I'll tell you this. The one who will win this game is me. Kokichi spat out those words and left the room.
桃太くん
Kaito, are you okay?
え
Kaito?
ちょっと
You don't look well. It didn't seem like he punched you that hard, but... Did you hit your head or something? I'm fine. It's okay.
良いか
Don't push yourself. You should lie down and... Said I'm fine. Kaito tried to get up, but... Kaito doubled over. His knees gave out, and he collapsed hard. Cough, cough, cough. That's a lot of blood to be coughing up. Jesus. What? Kaito? What? What's the matter, Kaito?
バカ野郎
Don't freak out over this.
のことで騒いでんじゃねえよ別に
It's nothing. My cold got worse. It's all...
ちょっと風が悪化しただけだ
風が悪化して吐血なんて
I didn't know coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
ロボはそんなことも知らねえのか
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. This is the classic anime cold, guys. This is what happens if you don't get enough bed rest. You stand out in the rain for 5 minutes, you get a cold, and if you don't get that 2 weeks bed rest for anime colds, you just fucking die like that. You slowly die like this. Or it could be cancer. 50-50, right?
咳のしすぎで
I just coughed too much. Cut my throat or something. I don't know.
心配いらねえよ
As he spoke, he somehow got to his feet. That's it. I just need a drink of water. Sorry, I'm gonna head back to my
桃
room.
太くん
Okay, I'll go with... Don't follow me. What? I can walk on my own. I don't need your help, Shuichi. Kaito staggered off. Damn, it's really getting bad for him.
あのさ
I'll go with him. It could be bad if he collapses on the way. Right, we'll leave it to you then. Don't worry about it, Shuichi. Kaito was just stressed out is all. Why? Why did it end up like this? I thought I could help. I wanted us all to survive, and I wanted to fight so damn hard. I kept fighting for it, for the truth. And this is what I get? By trying to survive, we're just playing this stupid game? Just like Kokichi.
くそ
Well, it looks like Kaito's not surviving one way or another. It's almost time. This should be enough.
だったら
I'll end it.
さあ
Now is the
時
time.
間だ
Those, you got a plan to kill everyone yet?
試合を終わらせる
I'll end this killing game. You got a plan to kill everyone yet? This world is mine, Kokichi Oma. Well, it is This World Is Mine. We got that part. Kokichi Oma is what was missing. Obtained present, the empty insect cage. Do I want to save? Yes. That was a decent trial. It's fairly obvious Kokichi did like that setup. Gonta's too stupid to see through it, but hey, that's fine. That was a good chapter. I think that was pretty good. The murder in the VR was kind of expected. Oh my god. What adorable Monoko. Press X to doubt about Monokuma's sorrow. Monotaro, Monofini, Monodim the rest. Why'd you have to die? Your lives were irreplaceable. My grief piles like freshly fallen snow. Poor Monokuma. I told them, make the most of your life, you only get one shot at it. Once it's over, nothing replaces it. Why'd you take your lives for granted? Didn't you kill him? If only they cared about their lives, they would have worked harder to earn my love. It's all their fault. Bad stuff happens to kids whose parents don't love them. Wait. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't follow. The more I think about it. Why do those kids even exist? It's an irreplaceable life anyway. Why does Monokuma care about his kids? I don't know why he would care. It makes sense to me. Chapter 5. Voyage without passion or purpose. The morning after Gonta was declared the Blackened. Guess that's where we are now. We gathered in the dining hall as always. And I don't expect to see any happy faces. And I don't expect to see Kokichi. There we go. Alright guys. It's been fun. We finished the trial. And I'm interested in chapter 5, but it's getting a little bit late, so I'm afraid we're gonna have to ramp things up. I hope you enjoyed the trial. And I think we'll have to save the rest of this chapter and the rest of this game for next time.